What's up guys, Eli here, back to do another video in my wildly unpopular cassette tape collection series. So, let's see what I got. And we're going to start with, I guess it's probably pronounced Bryarg, with their debut demo from 2006. This is a Spanish pagan black metal band formed in 2003. Still active. They actually had a full-length album out last year, but I've never heard anything other than this. I don't really know how to pronounce this. En el Bosque de Eridanus. Why did I do that? I strictly have a rule where I don't try to pronounce languages that I don't speak, and occasionally I break that rule. But so this is a solo black metal band. This is formed by a guy named Dukes Bryarg. I guess I'll say it. Sorry. He's been in a ton of other bands, mostly black metal from what I've seen. Super talented dude. He's been in some bands that have gotten some attention over in Spain. Bands like Herzig, Crystal Moors, and a handful of others. Talented guy. So this came out on Blood and Soil Productions, limited to 300 copies. Like I said, pagan black metal, not super folky or anything. There's a little bit of acoustic guitars. There's no, there's no like cheesy folk elements or anything, but it's very pagan sounding, kind of triumphant. It's pretty good. I honestly have not listened to this a whole lot, so I do need to probably play it a couple more times and kind of reconnect with it. Then I have the Soul full-length album by Cetimus. Now, Cetimus, I don't know what's up with that cover. I'm sure it is from something, but I don't know. Cetimus are a dark ambient band formed in 1997 in Poland, only active for like 3 years. It's formed by a guy named Jacek Melnicki, who I will say, despite Cetimus being a dark ambient band, it always kind of had, I would say, some black metal touches, and it was definitely kind of in black metal circles. And I will admit, being Poland, sorry Polish people, but definitely some NSBM connections here. It's funny. So Jacek, he played keyboards for like numerous like NSBM bands, but he also played in like the progressive rock band Riverside. So I mean, I don't know. Back in the 90s and even early 2000s, people just did shit like that. If you're a younger metal fan, you might not understand that, and things are changing, and maybe it's for the better. But back in the late 90s, early 2000s, and especially in Poland, that wasn't something that was unheard of. So this came out on Old Legend Productions, which is, let's admit, a label known for putting out some sketchy stuff from time to time. Maybe even exclusively, I don't know. If I were to describe it, it's dark ambient that a black metal fan can get into. Then I have the debut demo, and so far only release, from Cemeterian. Cemeterian are a death metal band formed in Houston, Texas in 2019. You could almost call this a kind of a death metal supergroup, as all the guys in this band have done a whole bunch of other really, really cool stuff. We got Matt Hefner on drums, Dave Callier on guitars, Francisco Polito on guitars, also from the Jamming Out All Badass YouTube channel, Daniel Shaw on vocals, also known as Sawblade in the art world. He's also a very well-known artist. He's awesome. And Charles Sepulveda on bass. I did not know this is the first edition of this tape. I didn't know this was only limited to 20 copies. So this is the only thing that this label has done, and you would think that they would put like the label name somewhere on it. But they didn't. It's something Vision. I don't know. Really nice pro tape though. They did a killer job. And although this is only limited to 20 copies, there's been like numerous other pressings of this tape on other labels, so you can probably get a copy. Yeah, raw, dirty, nasty 90s sounding death metal, a little bit of Swedish death metal, a little bit of Florida in there. It's just really good. Definitely check this out. This band's kind of garnered a decent amount of buzz, and I know they're working on new material, so I can't I really can't wait to hear it. Then we have the debut full-length album from Seattle's Cerebral Rat. So this band formed in 2016. This is the first album, like I said, from 2019. Odious Descent in Decay came out on $20 spin. Nice gold pro tape. What can we say about this band? Swampy, dirty, nasty death metal. If you like 90s Finnish death metal, you could probably get into this. They have another full-length album. I think it came out last year, and I think, honestly, it's a lot better than this. This is still good, though, and definitely worth your time. Then from Russia, formed in 2013, we have Chaosbringer. Turn into Ruins. This is their first album from, like I said, 2019. Came out on Nero One Records. I think these might be sold out. You'll have to check into it yourself. Really nice J card. Tons of panels. So, as you can tell, yes, this band is definitely... They are definitely fans of Bolt Thrower. And there is definitely Bolt Thrower influences in the music. Although I wouldn't say it's just a Bolt Thrower copy. I think there's plenty of their own ideas going on. But yeah, if you like Bolt Thrower, you will absolutely like Chaosbringer. Then I have the debut EP from Christ Consumer. This is a band formed in Florida in 2007. This came out in 2008. Not much has been put out by this band. But yeah, it's called Reification. Came out on Teutonic Satan. I've never heard anyone talk about this. Surely there's someone out there that knows Christ Consumer. Honestly, this is really good. Really, really good. Just riffy, nasty black metal. Just one guy that goes by the Devourer. And this is killer black metal. It's been a long time since I've listened to it, honestly. I'm probably going to throw it on sometime soon because, honestly, I haven't spent a lot of time with this, but it's really good. Definitely, this is an obscure one. If you can find it somehow, definitely go get it. Give it a listen. I might actually have copies for sale. I might. If you want one, hit me up. Then from France, formed in 2006, we have Clnocturne. This is their first demo from 2008. Came out on Drakkar Productions. I haven't put a lot of time into listening to this. It definitely sounds like French black metal. The dudes that are in this band, you know, they're kind of veterans of the French scene. They've been in other bands, other French black metal bands. And yeah, that's kind of all I have to say about it right now. Yet another tape in my collection that could benefit from a couple more listens because it's been a long time. Then we have from Portugal, we have Coldness. Coldness are a really, really cool Portuguese black metal band. So formed in 2003 by Nocturnus Horrendus. Just by himself. The dude's in a lot of bands, and a lot of bands he just does by himself as well. This is his first album from 2004. Came out on Alistor Rex, Portuguese black metal label. Yeah, man, Coldness is really good. They've done splits with some other really good Portuguese black metal bands, and it's just fantastic kind of, you know, second wave sounding black metal. You know, if you like old 90s black metal, definitely check out Coldness. They also did a split with Ire. I think, yeah, it was Ire from Portugal. Really, really, really fucking good. Never hear anyone talk about Coldness, but I think they are one of the kind of lesser known gems in the Portuguese black metal scene. Band formed by the same guy, Nocturnus Horrendus. Like I said, he's done a lot of stuff. This is a band that I would say this band he focuses more on than he does a lot of the bands he's been in. This is one of his longer running bands, Corpus Christi, with The Torment Continues, or his fourth album from 2005. Limited to 666 copies, came out on Propaganda. Corpus Christi formed in 98 by Nocturnus Horrendus himself. He's had band members that kind of come in from time to time. He's had live members because they have played live. A lot of people have been involved with this band at one point or another, but its core is basically Nocturnus Horrendous. He's got a lot of albums, a lot of demos and EPs and splits and stuff like that. And honestly, this is really, really good black metal. I wouldn't say they're unknown. I mean, I don't really hear a lot of people talk about them. I know they played with Immortal and Primordial on like a late 90s or early 2000s tour. I don't know if they just played the Portuguese date, but I don't know. It's good black metal. There's a lot of good black metal out of Portugal, and a lot of the newer bands from like the last 15 years or so have gotten a lot of attention, but I feel like the older Portuguese bands from say the mid to late 90s or even early 2000s have kind of been overlooked. And I always thought that with this newer kind of focus on the Portuguese scene, I figured bands like Coldness and Corpus Christi and stuff would kind of get a little bit more attention, but I haven't really seen it. People just want to listen to Black Silice and stuff like that, and that's fair. I mean, Black Silice are awesome, but I think you should check out Corpus Christi and Coldness and a few other. Dude, look into some of those other Portuguese bands. Don't just listen to the newer ones that are that everyone's talking about. There's some other good stuff too. Dig a little deeper. And last thing I'll be showing is something I'm not really into. This is a French, like, black sludge band. I've listened to it once, and I don't really care for it. It's not my thing. We're talking about Cowards with Rise to Infamy. French band formed in 2011. This is their second full-length album from 2015. This came out on Signal Rex. This was actually given to me by the dude from Black Witchery. I can't remember his name, but yeah, he gave this to me, so I'm sure he didn't really care for it either. I'm not saying it's bad, it's just not my cup of tea. Limited to 100 copies. So the dudes in this band have definitely been in tons of other French bands, and a few that I'd actually wouldn't mind checking out, but none that I'm really familiar with. There's a lot of bands that like blend elements like black metal and sludge, and first of all, I'm not a sludge fan at all. I love Neurosis, but usually bands with the sludge tag, I don't want to hear it. It's just not my thing. I don't know, I've heard a couple bands that kind of mix black metal and sludge, and it almost works for me, but it never quite does. There's always something in there that just I don't like. I think it's good, it's just not my thing personally. It's a personal taste thing. But anyways, that's all I got for now, guys. Got more videos coming up this week. Got a nice stack of movies that I picked up. I'm going to do another Tales from the Bargain Bin video soon. I've picked up some more dollar DVDs that are pretty kick-ass. And yeah, got some new releases. Some CDs to show. The stuff that I do typically. And I'm still trying to branch out. I'm working on a review. I'm working on some other more topical type videos that I wanna put out, and hopefully you guys will watch those as well. So, as always, I appreciate you sticking around. Louis says hello, and we'll talk soon. Cheers.